Joining me today in this interview, Princess Miya, for flying all the way out here from your sister island, Trinidad, to Tobago just for this interview. I'm honored. The people are honored. How are you doing today? How are you healing today?
I'm good.
Yes, that's wonderful. So I know you have a lot of very precious and valuable time, so we could just jump right into the interview subject of Art Heals Earth. Now, we talked a little bit about it yesterday, and you drew a really amazing photo or picture. And I'm wondering if you'd like to just sort of tell the story behind that drawing and describe what it actually was.
It was that when art heals Earth, it makes a better place for people
Mm-hmm.
and brings them together.
It does. Yeah. You had drawn a picture of the earth with people holding hands all around it on one side, and it was green and blue. And on the other side, there was factories and smoke, and it was dark and brown and red, and it didn't look very happy. And I just wanted to ask you about your inspiration behind that.
I like drawing and I like helping the earth.
Yeah, that's cool. So, what do you think that the earth actually healed looks like?
Prettier.
Prettier? Okay, let's close our eyes and imagine it. Prettier how?
I just see random things.
Like what? Say some of them. Like what?
Not about the earth.
Okay, well, let's focus on that earth picture. Because yesterday, remember you said it has more flowers and lots of water. So I see flowers.
I see people.
Are they happy?
Yes, and they watering plants.
Watering plants? What kind of plants?
Daisies and flowers.
Daisies and flowers.
Or poppy flowers.
I see sunflowers too.
I like sunflowers.
Me too. I also see lots of wind, but fresh air. And I see laughter. Everyone's laughing.
I see people watering flowers. I said that right.
That's okay.
I also see people painting their own thoughts.
Their thoughts. Painting on paper, on canvas, on buildings.
All of those things?
All of those things? What colors do you see?
Rainbow, pink, blue, any color they like.
Any color at all? Wow. How has art brought healing into your life?
Good.
Good. I love it. You do a lot of different kinds of art. Will you tell me and everybody about like which kinds of art that you like to do? Oh, yes. Thank you. This is the drawing that Miss Princess Miya did that we were talking about just a moment ago. And I'll make sure that there's a picture of it that gets put out. Because it's a really powerful drawing. I think that we could, showcase this piece of art through my channels and have people really see it and see what they think
And
about
don't
it.
forget how the earth would look different. Don't forget this.
Oh, yeah. Well, you want to hold it up and show? It's really beautiful. Yeah, look how beautiful the earth looks. I'll hold it even closer. That's the power of intention. And so you draw, you paint, you sing, you dance, you play piano. Is there anything else that I'm not thinking of?
practice math.
You practice math. Oh, I love that. And what did I show you yesterday? Do you remember it?
Something cute.
Yes, that's so good. Yes. Something cube, Metatron's cube.
Metatron's cube.
And do you remember what I told you about it and how it's special? It's because it's the basis of all shapes in nature. All of our cells in our body and all of the cells that make up everything else and things out in space. It's called esoteric geometry. Remember?
You didn't tell me.
Okay, I'm pretty sure, but it's okay if we have an agreement to disagree. So, esoteric geometry. And geometry is about shapes. So, like practicing math, like your cube. And esoteric means not as known, or it's sort of like obscure or rare things that people don't always necessarily know or think about. So yeah, you practice math. I love that you recognize that as an art form. Did you always think of math as art? Yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad that you know that. What do you like about math?
I know different numbers and I know how to get some of them true.
How to get some of them what?
True.
True? That's cool. Look at you.
That's what I'm doing right now.
That's what you're doing right now? Like on your paper?
100 plus 100 equals 200.
100 plus 100 equals 200. Accurate. Do you want to show the camera? And speak up so they can hear you when you tell them what it is. Beautiful. You want to say the numbers?
4 plus 4 equals 8. 5 plus 5 equals 10. 10 plus 10 equals 20. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 100 plus 100 equals 200.
Thank you. Just dropping gems of truth all over the place. That's beautiful. So, what's your favorite mathematical shape?
A cube, a triangle.
A triangle. Nice. Why?
Because it looks like an ice cream cone.
An ice cream cone? That's the coolest answer anyone's ever said about anything. What? An ice cream cone? What kind of triangle is the shape of an ice cream cone? Equilateral, isosceles. Oh, you're pointing at? Nice. Do you know the difference between the different triangles yet? Equilateral, isosceles, scalene. Okay, which one's which?
This one just goes down, but this one is which.
Nice. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, equilateral is a triangle that's equal length on all sides. That's like the regular triangle. And then there's an isosceles triangle. Beautiful. Look at you.
It's just these that fell down.
It's okay. Do you need them? Oh, I see.
They really just slip out of the case.
That's all right. An isosceles triangle is one that's the same shape or same length on two sides, like this, you see? That's like a bit like a cone because you've got like a scoop on the bottom, right? Do you want to show them that drawing? Yeah.
That's not a scoop.
Oh, then what is it?
It's a head.
I know, but the shape of it sort of is like half a circle, right? Like our heads. Princess Miya, would you like to show them your amazing drawing? Boom. Genius. I love it. Perfect. Okay. So, isosceles is the same on two sides, like that. And then scalene is one that's different lengths on all sides.
This one looks like a cone.
That one looks like an ice cream cone, exactly like this. Now you're making me want ice cream. We could have another smoothie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want another smoothie.
I checked to see if there were passion fruits outside, but I didn't see anything yet. But there's some in the freezer, so we can have mango, passion fruit, ginger, whatever we want. Okay. So I think we're at the part of the interview where you might ask me any questions you might have about anything. And you don't have to ask a question, but I just wanted to see if you do have anything. So,
What do you think about art healing the earth?
what do I think about art healing the earth? I believe that it does. I believe that it's possible for us to heal. I think a lot of the times people talk about the danger of what's happening to the earth and see very clearly the ways that there's destruction and that plants are dying and that animals are going extinct and all kinds of things that we don't want to happen. I think people see the things we don't want to happen. But I don't always think people take the time to visualize and really imagine and
what they've done.
Well, what they've done, I think there's a split. What do you think? I think some people believe like they know that things are not being treated well and they reflect on the ways that they've done harm, and I think some people don't. What do you think? Yeah. I don't know which one's more. I don't know if people like are aware of their own contributions more often than they're not. But what I do like see very clearly is that even whether people are aware of their contributions or they're not aware of their contributions to the good and the bad, a lot of the time people don't even imagine what it would look like for the earth to be completely healed. Like, have you ever thought about that before this? No. Like, not really, right? Like, we don't think about, like, we talk about healing all the time, especially now. People talk about it a lot. Do you hear that a lot? No?
And I noticed I like paintings. Because I painted pictures for New Year's Eve.
And for New Year's Eve? That's so cool. Oh, New Year's Day? That's so cool.
I painted the fireworks.
Fireworks.
I used a paintbrush and flickered it to make stars.
Oh, like this? Or like this?
Yeah.
Like this?
Mm-hmm.
It's messy this way,
Yeah.
but it's fun. You know, you could do it with two. If you take a pencil and a pen, or a pencil and a pen. If you have a pencil and your paintbrush, you can get paint all on it and go, and it'll do stars. You ever done that way? It's not messy. This way, it's like really messy. I like use a toothbrush sometimes, but you don't want to brush your teeth with it afterward. No, not at all.
I use a paintbrush or a toothbrush, but I use an old toothbrush.
Yeah, something that you don't want to use anymore to brush your teeth, because that's not healthy at all. I really love this drawing that you did, that you're holding. Do you want to read what it says on the back?
Miya surrounded 6 meters Sunday. I miss you, Maya. Love Miya surrounded. To Trinidad.
Mm-hmm.
Maya is my cousin.
That's so sweet. So my last question for you before we wrap up our beautiful interview, and thank you so much, by the way, for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk about this important thing. We talking about Art Heals Earth, right? What about Art Heals Trinidad and Tobago? What does that look like more specifically, more practically in your imagination?
Well, they look the same thing, but people have different thoughts.
Yeah? How are the thoughts different?
Because people don't think of the same thing, so they can think about their own art
They think about their own thoughts
and art.
and art.
How they want to paint it and which color they want to use.
So you're saying sort of like a community painting, like everyone's painting together. So everyone of Trinidad and Tobago comes together to paint. That's how you imagine art heals. I think that's special. Thank you so much, Princess Miya. I appreciate you. Anything you want to say to the people of the world? No. Deuces. And thank you for tuning in. Art heals art.